What's up YouTube, Jeff back from Sammy Guru here, and today we're talking about an update, well actually a double update, which has kind of become a hallmark on this channel where there's a couple of small updates I want to share, but I don't want to make a separate video about both. So today we're talking about an update to Samsung Internet, which brings two new features, a UI change, and also the ability to organize your bookmarks and sort them a little bit better if you use Samsung Internet. And then Theme Park got another update after its big update that allowed you to basically add the liquid glass Apple icons to your Galaxy phone from Theme Park and GoodLock directly. I made a video on that and I'll drop it below if you want to check that out or play with it. But we're going to get into that and talk about the stability fixes that are in that update as well. Before we get started, make sure you guys check out our website, sammyguru.com, cover the latest Samsung news, tips, tricks, tutorials, and reviews. If you're in the United States, you can notice our mystery box program as well. You get a free case, screen protector, cleaning kit, desktop phone stand, and I have a huge announcement for the S26 launch very soon. We'll be adding another guaranteed item to the S26 boxes, which you guys won't want to miss. I'll be announcing that in the next few weeks. But if you want to get in the S26 Ultra launch, tap on this here. You can tap on the orange banner on the site to get to the mystery box page. Put in your phone number, email, or both. You'll get a link on launch day to order. It's our affiliate link. That's how we fund the program. Full transparency. We use the affiliate revenue to pay for the items in the box. We also cover all the shipping costs, so you pay nothing. We make a little profit to sustain our YouTube channel and our website and keep bringing you great Samsung news, tutorials, etc. For those of you who participated in the Z Fold 7, Z Flip 7 Watch 8 boxes, those will ship by 7/31. So if you do not see a tracking scan by August 1st, please email me, shipping@sammyguru.com, so I can check in on that for you. But let's go ahead and get into these two updates. So first, let's talk about the update to Samsung Internet. And actually, I'm using Samsung Internet as my main browser here. I don't even know why I left. So two changes here. First, let's go into the settings so I can show you the version I'm on, 28.0.4.71. This is the latest update. I'll drop the APK in the description, pinned comment. If you don't see it in the Galaxy Store, it is a staged rollout as always. Samsung is a little slow with these things, but there are two new features. They originally started testing these designs in the One UI 8 beta, some of those early test builds we looked at, and now it's fully here, which is this redesigned layout for the grid here. You've got your new home layout, which does have an image capability. That will be fully coming soon. It hasn't fully rolled out. You guys haven't seen that video, I'll drop it below. But the new tab layout structure is now here, where you've got this kind of nice blur behind it, and you see your tabs in this way. And they've actually improved the animations of going in and out of the tabs substantially. I don't know if you guys can see that, but Samsung's really been working on tuning animations, not only in One UI, but in a lot of their stock apps as well. So the animations are really good inside of that new tab switcher. In addition, they've redesigned the bottom bar a little bit. They've got these new cards here for your various websites that you have open. And so that UI changes there. Again, the new version where you have the images on your quick page, your quick setting homepage inside Samsung Internet, should be rolling out in the stable internet soon. I believe it's available already in Samsung Internet beta, but they've been testing that for a while in some of those early builds. And I did make some videos on it if you want to see what it looks like. The other thing that they added in this stable update of Samsung Internet is if you go to your bookmarks, let me go to my bookmarks here, you have a brand new option inside of bookmarks up here. We've always had this ability here for edit and create folder. You now have the ability to sort your bookmarks, and you can sort them by newest first, oldest first, name A to Z, name Z to A, or custom. And if you sort them by custom, the funny thing is, it doesn't actually tell you what custom does. It looks like it perhaps puts the most relevant ones at the top. So I don't know if they're using AI to figure this out or what. It doesn't really tell you. So if anyone knows, let me know. Custom inside of the app drawer on Samsung devices is usually organized by the most recently installed, but this is newest and oldest, so that can't be the case. What I'm talking about is this down here. When you go to sort, you have custom order. That sorts it by your most recently installed apps, but obviously that wouldn't make sense in this particular case. But anyway, a new sorting feature helps you organize your bookmarks. Perhaps it puts the most important stuff at the top, or just your folders and things that Samsung thinks are important. I don't know if it's using AI or not to do this, but if anyone knows, let me know. And as I use it, of course, I'll try to give you guys some more feedback as well. Up next, let's talk about the new update to Theme Park. So Theme Park got a rather sizable update just a few days ago, and I made a full video on this, which brought the brand new glass icons and other icon themes to the Theme Park application. And now, let me actually go in here and make sure I got my Fold 7's brightness up a little bit. The Fold 7 is running the previous version of Theme Park that I made a video on with these new icon types. And on the right here, the S25 Ultra has a newer version that just came out yesterday. I'll go in here and show you guys the two versions that we're running. We've got 1.1.0.1.25, 1.1.0.1.23 here on the left, so the newer version on the right. So you can see they've continued to redesign and retheme a little bit. They've changed the way this gradient bar looks over here. You can actually see how the gradient kind of progresses in a slightly different way over here on the generate or create new on the icons here. So they've changed that a little bit, changed the way the UI looks a little bit. Obviously, these aren't exactly the same screen size, but they have changed the way the UI looks a little bit within each of the options. And if you go into the icons in particular, and you go to create new, you'll notice that one thing I didn't notice in the previous version, so I want to mention it, is you now have this little grid up here. This is not new to this version, but it was new added with the 1.1.0.1.23 version. You can choose an app to edit individually from this grid. It's a little bit simpler than it was before. But in terms of the overall effects, you can see you still got basic, film grain, duotone, glass, and gradient. And as far as I can tell, there isn't any real new changes here. I don't think there's anything new that they added to the effects. Glass still has the same effects, and gradient still has the same effects as well. So just a few UI bug fix type changes. The save button still exactly the same. Doesn't really look like they changed much except maybe the text, maybe a few UI elements, and improve stability. But those icon changes work great. By the way, isn't it annoying how much the Z Fold 7 rocks back and forth in the desk? I mean, it's a minor complaint. I don't use it like this very often, but when I'm making a video, just like if you tap it, like it just continues wobbling forever. I know it probably gets on some of you guys' nerves. Someone mentioned it in some of my Z Fold 7 tutorials. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Are you using any of those new icon effects in Theme Park? I used the glass for a while. I actually have it on one of my other S25 devices, been using it. Pretty enjoyable. They're pretty fun to play around with. Curious what you guys are using. Drop some of your setup ideas you're using below on Theme Park. Also, do you guys use Samsung Internet or do you use Chrome? I switch back and forth since I cover, Android, Samsung stuff for a living over at Sammy Guru and here on YouTube. Just kind of play with the updates for both, but I'm curious what you guys are using on your devices and why. Anyway, appreciate you guys checking it out. Check out sammyguru.com. Of course, again, you can find the Mystery Box program over there. All you have to do, go to the website, tap on the orange banner at the top of the website, get in the Mystery Box program, get all those free accessories with your pre-order. Appreciate you guys checking out the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.